What is going on, you Physinites, you Physin viewers, you? This is TJ or Boss Sam, here to bring you guys another exciting gameplay and commentary onto PhysinArmoury. Alright guys, what is going on? I haven't posted a video onto PhysinArmoury in quite a long time, and the reason for that was because before I was primarily focusing on doing the series Friends with Benefits on PhysinTV. But recently, I'm sad to say that Terra, or WHU Death Kiss, has actually left Physin, and I'm very sad to say that Friends with Benefits is going to be discontinued, and we are not going to be having any more episodes of that, unfortunately. And yeah, I really do miss Terra a lot, but I wish her the best in everything that she pursues, and hopefully she will be happy, you know, making videos on her own channel and having a great time with that. But anyway, let's go into the topic I have for today. Alright, right now it's probably in that cycle of the Call of Duty lifespan where you're just so fed up with the game, you just hate it, you don't want to play anymore, you're just whittling away your time until Black Ops 2 comes out, until the next COD series comes out, and then you're going to be like super hyped to play that new game in about a month, 5 weeks or so. But until then, there's a way that you can still have fun on Call of Duty. What I like to recommend, especially nearing the end of the lifespan of a Call of Duty game, is to try and jump into playing some competitive games. What do you mean when I say competitive? What do I mean when I say competitive? What I mean is you can play some casual games, you can do some scrims with friends. Like in this gameplay here, I'm actually scrimming with some of my clan members and friends on PS3, Modern Warfare 3, and it's a lot of fun. I mean, even if you don't play competitively, like actual jumping into like game battles or whatnot, which I do highly recommend because it is a new like area of gaming that you probably haven't touched on yet, just playing scrims with some of your friends is also very fun, especially when you know everyone. You just go into a private lobby, have like an even number of people on each side, and then you just random. You set the rules, you pick the game mode, and I usually just follow the MOG rules posted on GameBattles.com. I set it to those rules, and then I just have everyone random the teams that they're on, and whatever team you end up on, you go for it, and everyone tries their best to win. And it's a lot of fun because when you play competitively, you have this sense of urge of wanting to win, because when you play normal games, sometimes it feels like you don't really care too much, or there's like all these tryhards, or there's all this bullshit, and you just don't like it. I mean, like when you play private matches, you can turn off all the bullshit that you don't like. You can take off death streaks, you can take off akimbo machine pistols, and all of this stuff that you would complain about if you saw in a public match. But what I want to show you guys about competitive gaming is that it is a lot of fun, and it's an area of gaming that you probably have never experienced or have not, really gotten into before. When Modern Warfare 3 was kind of early in its stage, maybe like around last winter or so, me and my clan members, we hopped into game battles and we had kind of a good time. I mean, we didn't play that much before we ended up like falling apart and not really playing game battles that much anymore. But out of those times when we did play game battles, I really did have a lot of fun. And when you play game battles, it's just this urge of winning, this urge of having a good time and not dealing with bullshit. And that's one of the reasons why I like game battles so much, is because all the bullshit that you see in the game in public matches is pretty much all banned in game battles. And when you play competitively, you get better at the game. In public matches, you might be matched up with scrubs, you might think that you're really good, but when you go into a competitive match, you might see that it's different. It's a whole new competitive level of play, and people are better. I mean, you don't just see a bunch of noobs running into game battles and trying to, trying to make a fool out of themselves, because the people who do play game battles are typically the better players. And when you want to get better at a game, you should play some game battles. It's a great idea because you'll experience a new form of play. And I know I'm being really repetitive, but what I really do recommend is that you guys try and like stretch yourselves. You don't learn from just doing what you're used to all the time. I always like it when people challenge themselves, because that's the way that they get better. You don't get better by doing the same old, going to a public match, running around with an ACR and MP7. I mean, you only get so good by doing that. To be better, you have to challenge yourselves, you have to use different weapons, you have to play different game modes, you have to take on new forms of play, more competitive play, as well as game battles. And I'm not saying that you guys should or have to go play game battles, but I'm just giving you guys a suggestion on how you guys can still have fun in Call of Duty while getting better at the game. in preparation for Black Ops 2, because when Black Ops 2 comes out, you're going to be playing that game as well, and hopefully that game's going to be a lot more fun and a lot more fresh than Modern Warfare 3, because when Modern Warfare 3 came out, the game became boring, dry, stale for a lot of people very quickly. And hopefully Black Ops 2 will be able to keep the people who play Call of Duty satisfied until the next series comes out. But it never really turns out to be the case. A lot of people get bored with Call of Duty really easily. But hey, everyone still buys it anyways, even if they think the previous game is complete shit. Because, I mean, everyone is hyped up for Black Ops 2 right now, even though they knew that Modern Warfare 3 was a complete flop. But I'm not saying that you guys shouldn't play Black Ops 2, or you guys shouldn't like Call of Duty. I mean, Call of Duty is a really great game, and I've liked this game for a really long time. I love the concept of it. I love the strategics and the things that are implemented into this game. But the players, especially like the people who use the bullshit stuff that are implemented into this game, make the game worse. But when you play game battles, you don't have those kind of people. And when you play competitive people who want to win just as much as you do, then it takes on to a whole new level of gameplay, a whole new aspect that you don't find in public matches. And what I really recommend for you guys is to go try that out, because when you play game battles, you get better exponentially times faster than if you play in public matches. I know it's a different feel. Being a really good pub stomper does not mean you're going to be a really good competitive player, and being a really good competitive player does not necessarily mean you're going to be a better pub stomper. But there's two aspects, at least these two aspects of gaming in Call of Duty, and what I really do recommend is that you guys try to stretch yourselves, reach out, and be good at both aspects, not just pub stomping. I challenge you guys to go into game battles and play some of those too, because I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys who are new to competitive gaming will be enlightened and realize that there are really good players out there, and you don't necessarily see those players in public matches, but you might find them in game battles. So I really do recommend that you guys go try out some game battles, play some competitive games, maybe even just hop in a private match and play some scrims with your friends, because that's a lot of fun as well. And I'm pretty sure that you guys will have some fun while doing this, at least enough to keep you guys entertained until Black Ops 2 comes out. So hopefully you guys did enjoy this commentary. This is Boss Sam or TJ, and I'm out. Peace. Thanks guys for watching.